We will invoice, Ms. Jones will send out invoices in May for the 5,000 annual fee for school year 24-25. And a pricing document has been shared with superintendents. After some negotiation, we have no change in pricing for 3 out of 4 providers. There is actually it's an increase and a decrease in pricing for one of our providers. So depending on whether it's secondary or elementary, in a fee there, but otherwise all other fees will remain the same. So a note about pricing. Homeschool recruitment. We try this every year. We try to notify our homeschool students that this option is available. And so I did send a letter to my virtual contacts earlier this week to send home with homeschool packets because they have to to send those out every year. So just a note there that has been sent, and hopefully we can recoup some of those homeschooling families. A final count for school year 24-25. As we wrap that up, we are entering SOL season, so it is a busy time of year for all parties. A final count for this school year, Edgenuity was 316 students. Virtual Virginia, we had 58 full-time and hundreds of single enrollments. Edmonton was 56. That was our new provider this year. Prior to this year, we did not use them, so 56 is a brand new number for those folks. Stride, we have 486 in division and roughly 3,900 out of division. So that gives us a total of enrollment for this school year of 916 in division students and 3,900 out of division students as just a recap of count. We had a lot of late ads, and I think some of those were discipline and medical placements here that tend to happen at the end of the year. So that drove up our numbers a little bit more towards the end than I thought it would, because we were roughly at 850 for quite a while. So we ended up at 916. So that's several students here in the last little bit that we've added towards the end.
Hey, Caitlin,
yes,
where Lynchburg Virtual Academy closed down, do you think we'd get any of those students? Or?
So I think most of those students will likely go to out of division Stride. And so if we recoup them, it'll be on the out of division side.
Okay.
Would be my estimate. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's where those students would filter. We've had a couple inquiries about other divisions wanting to join our Region 7 Virtual Academy, and the last we talked about that was legal. It's just once I give them a price tag for that and I give them double what we charge our divisions, they just have a little bit of trouble with that. So I have made it like that on purpose because I do feel like we have some privileges, I will say, that we've really worked hard to get with this academy. And so I don't want it to just be whoever wants, I want it to be a pay to play scenario. So, and that's why we've done that. Planning for next year. I am working with divisions that would like to have a meeting scheduling for end of year and summer. So all of those are in the works. The Region 7 Virtual Academy website registration is now open. So families can go to r7va.org and registration on that website is available for next school year. And Stride also has rolling enrollment. So K-12, if a family wants to go to K-12, they can go directly to the K-12 website, register there. And just a reminder, it kicks it right back to me. To when then I work with the divisions to approve or deny those registrations. Virtual Virginia deadline is open, and the deadline for enrollment there is June the 20th. It is a very quick deadline as compared to the others. So Virtual Virginia has always been like that. I think it's so that they can get staffing taken care of for the school year. And last but not least, the eligibility criteria. I had a board member that asked to review that, so I shared that with that member. But that is on our website, r7va.org, under registration. The eligibility criteria is there along with the registration links underneath that. So that is all I have, Dr. Grinstead, in terms of a director's report, but happy to take any questions anybody may have.
Do we have any questions? Okay, if none, would you mind doing the fiscal agent report next, please?
I sure will. January and February report is in the email from Tammy Jones with the minutes and this board agenda. We look good there. We have invoiced K-12 for the $35,000 annual fee that they pay. So that invoice is still outstanding, but we should get that. Usually, I think they pay that in May. So we should get that invoice paid, and then we've gotten our provider fees as they come through, and so financially we're right where we need to be at this point in the school year.
Okay. Do we still have 9?
We do. So Miss Redmond joined, but she is a representative of Norton, and Norton is already present. So we are still at 9, Dr. Grinstead, so we cannot approve the January 18th minutes at this time.
Okay, so let's move on to our discussion items.
I always do this, and you all know this. I have covered most of these 2 items in my director's report. Provider pricing, as mentioned, I'm happy to share a copy of that with any board member that would like it, but superintendents do have that document, and registration is open. So if you have families that ask about a virtual option, all of that can be found on r7va.org.
Well, I know she had, but I thought maybe it was something extra you may want to add.
No, sometimes
to
I
it.
do that. I make my director's
Okay.
report and I go back with my discussion items. It's usually things I really want to hit on, but today they'd all kind of got grouped into one report.
Okay. So next is our future business items, which is the date of our next meeting. Recommend September 19th, 2024. Any discussion or a motion?
So just one quick note about that date. Typically we would meet in August. August is chaos, especially for me. I know for my school divisions as well. It's just, there's just too much going on. And so I did push that date back to September when I was working with Ms. Jones on this agenda. So just a note, it should be August, but I'm pushing it back a month.
With no further discussion, I hear a motion. Our next meeting be September 19th, 2024.
So moved.
I second it.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I don't have
Okay.
a form.
Okay. Well, that concludes our agenda. I hear a motion to adjourn.
Dr. Grinstead, this is Rob Graham and Peter Lasky. Can I ask one thing?
Yes.
Just want to make sure that Caitlin is going to be eligible for the raise that we're all considering. I know fiscal
Yes.
agent Sprafford, I have no idea what raise they're getting,
Red
but
wine
just,
Yeah.
in there? We have white in red wine, not a problem. White,
Yeah, our last meeting,
red wine vinegar.
we did vote that she would get the same raise as, Rafford.
okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. We do want to make sure she gets a raise. She does an excellent job for us, and we appreciate her.
I agree.
Thank you all. Mr. Graham, he's speaking from as my previous fiscal agent in charge there. Thank you, Mr. Graham.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
all you do.
Yeah, we do. It's new and it's hard, and you're doing a great job of keeping it organized and everybody informed, and we do appreciate you. And I think I speak for the whole board on it.
Thank you, Dr. Grinstead.
Okay, do we have anything else any member wants to bring to the floor? If not, I hear a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, that second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any opposed? No. Okay, we're adjourned, and thanks everybody for joining us.
Thanks for your
We'll
time,
appreciate it.
everybody, on this warm Thursday. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Okay, thank
Goodbye,
you.
everybody.
Thank you,
Have a good one.
Caitlin, we
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yep, you too.
Bye-bye.